you had a lot of courage? Or what is an excellent example where you were very confident? And then all of a sudden the brain, the little wheels start turning and you will come up with amazing memories like that. So make sure you put that into your toolbox for sure.
I was really surprised because I haven't thought about school in years. And so yeah, that surprised me standing there that image came to mind.
Beautiful. Yeah. Be open to those surprises because they're going to be awesome. So that is how you now access that memory. You fully step into that. So that's our third step. You want to fully step into the memory, really associate yourself into it. You can have your eyes open or closed. Some people have different preferences. And the important thing is that you're fully associated into it. You're there. You're reliving it. You're wearing the same clothes. You are with the same people. You're in the same surroundings. And you're just re-experiencing it. Why is that important? It's because our brain does not know the difference between something we imagine and something we're actually experiencing. So that is a key element in all this imagining. In case you're feeling silly about it, and I'm just making this up, I'm just pretending, you are literally changing your neurology by doing the imagination. If you were to imagine right now to hold a slice of lemon in your hand, would you please do that? Just do that right now. Imagine having a slice of lemon right here. And now let's take a big juicy bite out of that thing. Did you know that your body just produced more saliva? Did you know that some of you just, you got something there, yeah? See, I get it here. Lemon gets me here. And then some people make faces, ooh, it's too sour. Because your body doesn't know the difference. Your brain does not know the difference between you imagining eating that lemon and actually taking a bite out of a lemon. Now that is important information. Because every time that we rehash our sad story, we talked about the power of our story earlier, and we rehash that story. Every time I tell, yeah, I didn't sleep well last night, I'm giving that to myself again. I'm re-experiencing insomnia again. And that's why it's so draining to hear people complain a lot. Because that's what's literally happening. They are associating you into the time of doing it. And then when you're a very empathic person anyway, you're getting sucked right in, because that's what we do naturally. We just feel the pain of someone else. We feel their happiness. So when someone is very down and has a lot of low vibration going on in their life, it is very easy to get sucked down onto their level. And that's what you need to protect yourself from. So that brings it back to what we talked about earlier. So you want to step into that memory as fully as possible, because then you're reactivating the neurology of that very moment. Just like when I'm talking about listening to the bolero, I get the full-on bliss experience of being in that concert hall, and I feel the clothes that I'm wearing, I see the orchestra in front of me, I feel the energy, everything is right there. And that's the experience you want. So it's not just like, yeah, 5 years ago I was at that concert and it was really fun. It's like, I can feel it. And the second I started doing it, the goosebumps started happening again. And to me, that is a very powerful sign. I'm doing it. Right now, I'm raising my vibration. This is something I cannot fake. This is something that comes naturally because I just changed my neurology. So you will find your own ways of getting your cues that let you know, oh, I'm in a high vibration right now. Yeah.
I've also heard you say many times, Christiana, that you want the resource and the memory to be clean.
Yes.
So you want it to not have like a negative little story at the end. And so the memory that I'm choosing for inspiration was, I felt inspired, I took action, and it is very clean to how I took it to the teacher, to how it played out in school, and how it played out finally in a huge performance, production.
And the example that you chose, Tina, and the way that you explained it, it is a very, very clean resource that you chose. And what Tina means by that is, imagine I was sitting at that concert 5 years ago, and I was having this incredibly beautiful bliss experience of listening to the bolero, and perhaps I was going through a bad breakup at that moment. Then I might have had a lot of pain in that moment, and I would still enjoy the music, but it would be muddled up, and it would not be a 100% clear example of that resource that I actually wanted. So that's important, that you really pick examples that are clearly depicting the resource that you want to add to your quantum state. So you want to step into it as much as possible, and then comes step number 4, where you now give that resource to yourself as a gift. And you can just imagine yourself, you see yourself 2 times, where now you're in your resource state, you're in the memory, and now I give this gift of that beautiful bliss that I'm experiencing, listening to the bolero right here, right now, to Christiane in the future, who is sitting in the studio in 2016, and there's my gift for her. You can visualize it as an actual gift, as a wrapped gift. You can visualize it as flowers. You can visualize it as an energy beam. You can visualize it as a beautiful rainbow flowing over there. Get some kind of a visual image of sending that energy, sending that resource to yourself. And that's the first step. You want to send it to yourself, and then you're going to receive it. You come back into yourself, step fully back into yourself here and now. You see yourself in your memory in front of you, and now you receive the beautiful gift. You feel the energy coming into you. Sometimes I like to give it to my clients as a warm blanket or a beautiful hug from someone who loves them. It can be an angel that presents them with the gift. So there are so many ways. There are literally millions of ways that you can give and receive the gift. The important thing is you want to end up with yourself, you're back in yourself, and you have fully received that gift from yourself from the past. So that is our structure. That is how easy it is. 5